Today, it's a delight and a privilege to be here together to unveil the portrait of Joan Kennedy Countryman, class of 1958. Adding Joan's portrait to our GFS collection is an important and critical celebration of her legacy, her leadership, her impact on generations of young people, of families, and of colleagues here at GFS. It also represents her service beyond our campus toward greater educational equity and access to create a more just world.
I met Joan later in life, but I've always known about her because from Center City, people would talk about Germantown Friends, and the first thing they would say to me is, "Do you know Joan Countryman?"
During her 23-year tenure here at 31 West Coulter, Joan served as a mathematics teacher, the department head, assistant head for academic planning, and the director of studies. She was one of our first Black students and one of our first Black graduates here at GFS. She continues to be a visionary as we implement our Actions for Equity anti-racism plan, and she is a brilliant counselor, ensuring our Quaker roots are at the top of our mind in governing.
It's great to be at Germantown Friends and great to see my grandmother back on this campus and knowing how much it meant to her and clearly how much she means to the school. She's a pretty amazing woman and has a lot of attributes that I aspire to continue on and see in myself.
Joan reminds us that moments and memories are much greater than time. To Joan, the school day is not simply 7 hours. It's the beginning of a lifetime of love, of learning, and of friendships. Time with family and friends are just not 15 or 30-minute exchanges, but dear moments to support one another, all that serve your heart and mind long after the phone clicks or dinner is over.
Matthew and I were each in her calculus class in our senior years, and for those 2 years, many of her students called her Mom. It is wonderfully exciting to know that Mom's portrait will grace the walls of the front hall, celebrating the nearly 75 years that she and GFS have taught and learned from each other.
And speaking up and serving the community, sharing your voice and listening to others, while it may or may not alter situations in the present, will surely have a lasting impact and serve the greater good. Joan, time with you is special in the moment. And time with you has a long, enriching impact far, far beyond each individual moment.
I think anyone who looks at what she's done and her legacy is just inspires you to do great things and be greater. And then at the same time, she brings everyone in and she's welcoming and warm and kind. And she's there when you're struggling, when you don't know how to do the math problem or when you aren't sure of yourself, to just remind you to carry on and that you're loved. And so I think that's what makes her an incredible person to put on the wall.
As Andre Robert Lee shared a few years back in his film, Joan is truly an icon of GFS. Thank you. You will forever light our main hallway, our school, and our community.
Joan is the smartest, most thoughtful, modest person I know. We've been together, living together since 1976, and I'm very proud of her. That's it for today.
Amazing.